Welcome back. I'm going to try and do some stitching so you can hear the rhythm of the machine and see the movement of my hands. However, I've been having some problems with my machine, so I'm not sure how this will go. Could end up just breaking thread, and if that's the case, I have something else that I can quickly go into to show you. So, having said that, let's get started. I'm just doing a quick meander, and I've done it in the white. This is not my big runner that you've seen. This is the short, the small little one that I did the invisible thread stitching on, because I wanted you to be able to see, and I don't want to do the white on red on white stitching in the big one. So I have this little one for you to be able to see. So I'm just meandering along, trying to move my hands at the same pace as what the machine is going. I do try, if I'm doing small curves, I will try and maybe slow down. I really kind of wanted to be able to show you some loop-de-loops, but I think what I'm going to do is link to a couple of different kinds that are good for beginners, because I don't want to switch like patterns midstream on this. Okay, so I'm kind of getting bunched up here and I need to rearrange my hands, so I stop, needle down, and I'm just going to kind of move that out of my way and then rearrange my hands. You don't want to get too far away from yourself as you're stitching along. You kind of want to make sure that you always have control of the situation. As you can see now, I'm going to be approaching this bit on the right here where the green's kind of folded up. I'm going to stop, needle down, unfold, rearrange my hands, flattening things out, and going right along. Again, having to rearrange. See, I'm getting outside of my hand there, so just going to move back to where I was. Oops, I accidentally went over my meander there. I didn't want to do that, but unfortunately when you got your eye in 14 different places, that's going to happen. Oops, I made a loop-de-loop. Okay, now I'm done here. I'm right back up where I started. Ironically, I had told you that I like to start and stop on and off of my work. And this particular area is embedded right smack dab in the middle, so I can't do that here. So I'm going to end it. I'm going to take 2 stitches, and I'm going to raise my needle, pull it out so that I have a longer, try and find that, try not to break my needle here is what I'm trying not to do. I have a pretty long piece of thread there. Why is it not pulling through? Anyway, I'm going to cut it. And then I will take my needle. I probably broke thread about 10 times before I got on the back on this video. And then I thought, well, I could be here all night trying to figure this out. So, I don't know how many videos this ends up being to show you. And I'm sure there's going to be a million things I'm going to forget but in the video. But in the blog post I will try and get. Okay, so I'm trying to come up on the back here right next to, I don't know if you can see that, right next to the bobbin thread, which I did. Can you see what I'm doing? Probably not. Needle in mouth, so talking funny. I'm going to make a quick knot. Not a knot, just once. Because a small one with just one time will pull through to the back. A big one will not. A knot will not go through. Isn't that kind of the point behind a knot? Okay, now I'm rambling. Alright, so now I'm going to embed these threads. Luckily, because the needle broke so many times, I have some interesting stuff to show you. So I'm just putting this, am I using the right end of it? Okay, there we go. I got my hand on the top so I can make sure that that needle is not going through the top. About the length of the needle. Pull it through. Give it a good tug. Snip it, and it's embedded in between. Okay, so I have one more video after this, but here is the, oops, sorry, I bumped the camera. Here is the finished meander, and I just did a quick meander here and there, and I'll do my hand stitching on this one. I'll do my hand stitching in this area and this area. But on the other one, I think I might reverse it on my big one. I think I'll do my hand stitching in the white area because I want to be able to see that. So I'll be back, and we'll talk in just a minute.